Well, in the municipalities in Denmark, we have the responsibility for primary care for elderly people, so that's the main emphasis. We work to get cohesion and for the citizen, basically, and to have the front personnel working together with experts both in the primary and the tertiary sector. The main challenge, of course, is demography, but also growing expectations from citizens. So it's not just that people are getting older, they're also getting much more aware of the possibilities for what the system can do for them, both in their own homes, with the local practitioner and at hospitals. So I think we are in a sort of crossfire of expectations that we have to meet, and innovation is extremely important in that connection. The Danish situation is somewhat unambitious. I think we need more ambition in our innovative solutions. We need scaling, we need financing, and I think in many ways we can learn a lot from the American approach, where things are very direct and where you sort of reap the results right away.
We have a big part as a university hospital in research, and in that respect we have a close cooperation with Aarhus University and with health. We haven't as a hospital had a tradition for working with innovation. We do treatment and we do research, but innovation hasn't been in focus as we have had potential for. We have also a tradition to see all the barriers legal-wise and which money should be brought in to make it from a good idea to maturing to a market. So I think we have to change our minds, and I think that will be the first step in, at least in the public sector. But I think we'll try to find a way where we can help people to develop an idea and stay at the hospital at the same time, so he can stay in research, or he can stay in research and innovation also in the future.
Systematic is a major player in providing IT to the healthcare community in the region. We provide the EMR, the electronic patient record systems, and we provide a lot of home care solution for the municipalities in Denmark widely. And we provide various tools to optimize flow and logistics in the hospital sector. So we are very wide and very deep in the hospital sector. My concern are if there are too many companies in the innovation sector that are there for the money, not for the innovation. Because if you sponsor too hard by the public sector, it becomes a business. I think innovation should be because you have good ideas, and the ideas should survive. And some can pay for their own ideas, some can't but have the good idea but don't have the finance. They should be sponsored to do it. So innovation is not free. Innovation for me is really, really focused, hard work. Because a lot of no's and very few yeses. And we need to be more no to find the right answer, the right yeses.
What we work with here in MTIC to promote more health innovation is actually we try to mature the ecosystem. We take in partners that has not worked with innovation before, put them in a concrete innovation project to give them a feeling of how is it actually to work with innovation and cross-discipline. Then we try to work both with small-scale innovation project to a concrete validated need and more systemic level innovation projects where we need a huge partnership with a long-term view and commitment. And the third is actually just we try to make an arena where people can meet and get a drink together and hear about a topic that is related to health and innovation. There is a lack of, as I see it, open innovation mindset, that a respect and trust and relations where we see that, okay, we can't do this by ourselves, we have to work together. And also perhaps too much what I call sub-optimization, that everyone wants a bite of the cake from their own, and what we are left with are only crumbs. The best of all scenarios are there 3 points I would like to underline. The one is stop sub-optimization. The second is larger companies get more into the game in a way to support the startup and entrepreneurs in the area. And the third point is start thinking this area as a pool of resources and not just individual organizations.
INNO-X Healthcare is a part of Institute of Clinical Medicine, and we try to give people, mainly from the healthcare sector, the skills to be entrepreneur or have an innovative mindset. So our primary role is to educate people, people working in the healthcare sector or people who want to find new ways of working in the healthcare sector. People especially in the US, has a more structured way of addressing this and have been working with it in a longer time, meaning that it's easier for them to get things up and running. It takes, I'm not saying forever, but it takes a long time in Denmark for just getting the same understanding about what we are actually trying to do and the tools that we're going to use. We have a not invented here barrier also in this region, and we have a local way of looking at our issue and we want to spend our money on our local initiatives. So I would like actually to get the funding for projects that might have a high risk to be looked at from people from the outside, perhaps also with people with background from an international environment. I hope that we in the future will see more people that graduate from universities, but also from other education in the area, will actually have a motivation to go in to try to change the healthcare sector and not only work in the healthcare sector, because that's our major pipeline for actually getting some of all the issues that we're facing today changed to solutions that can be scaled and go out and make value not only in Denmark but international.
Emento has a platform that actually rethinks the way you communicate with patients. What we do is that we look at all the information you need to give to a patient, and we spread it over a timeline and make it person specific. And with the platform you are able to have two-way dialogue with the patient, and what we have learned is that every time you work with enhancing your patient communication, you actually drive efficiency for the hospitals. We need this structured, strategic approach where you have commitment on all levels of the organization and across the sector, and where you get this ability to set up a structure where you can fast and easily create your concepts, test your prototypes, and actually validate if they fly or not. But what I would really like is this extra 5-10% of everybody to think innovation. How can I reduce my time? How can I improve things for the patients? And I know that it's done to a certain extent, but I just think that it could be done even more.
Aarhus University Hospital is the largest Northern European university hospital, and Aarhus University is also a very strong, internationally founded university. So together we have a strong footing for playing a major role here. I think it's fair to say that the research activities, which are closely integrated between the university hospital and the university, I think it's fair to say that the research activities are world class. So we do play a dominant role. We need risk capital, and we need risk capital which is patient enough to see through the whole process. And we don't really have too many of those venture capitalists located in this part of the country. So we need to attract many more from outside our own region. That's one of the major challenges we have. Our dream is really to establish this as a growth region, a real solid growth region in Denmark. That's our ambition. And within the health sector, which plays such a prominent role in Denmark, that of course needs to be a leading star, so to speak.